In this video, we'll be catching up on some major news that made headlines these past few days, among which is the President's first democratic speech, Hilda Baci's Guinness World Record, and other stories that made headlines. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Elozino and I'm a content creator based in Abuja. Do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so. Like, share my videos. Remember to always use the comment section. That is what makes this what I'm doing right now interactive and interesting. And as well, do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first to know anytime I put up new videos. So let's get right into the stories, all that has happened this past few days. So one of the stories that made headline was the president's first democratic speech as an elected president. June 12th of every year, it is remembered or celebrated as Democracy Day in Nigeria, and this year wasn't any different. The only difference is the fact that we have a new president who gave the democratic speech. June 12th is a day that is set aside to remember the June 12th, 1993 election, which was one of Nigeria's freest and fairest election that was ever conducted in Nigeria. And we cannot talk about June 12th without acknowledging the hero of that day, Moshood Abiola, who is considered as one of the heroes of democracy. So as a tradition, the president always gives a speech on that day. One of the things he said in that speech that caught my attention was the fact that he acknowledged the just concluded election, where he said, and I quote, "Those who win today can lose tomorrow, and those who lose today will have an opportunity to compete and win." I feel it's just a message he's sending to his fellow contestants in the just concluded presidential election that, you know what, they are not the president today, yes, good and fine, the next 4 years come back and try again. You guys, another issue he brought up was the issue of the subsidy, and guys, subsidy is a touchy matter. He acknowledged the fact that yes, this removal of fuel subsidy is actually imposing another level of hardship on the masses, and he pleaded with us, we the masses, to, you know what, sacrifice just a little more for a better Nigeria. Now this is where I'm a little bit concerned about what he said about sacrificing a little more for the country, for the survival of the country. Trust me guys, I feel the masses has been the ones sacrificing a little more, sacrifice a little more for the government. And I feel, when is it time that those at the helm of affair, at the top, making decisions, when are they going to sacrifice a little more for the masses? I mean, when are they going to cut down on their allowance? You get the allowance some senates go home with monthly and you are shocked. When are they actually going to sacrifice a little more for the masses, for the betterment of the country? The issue of subsidy, removal of subsidies, is a touchy one, and until palliative measures are put in place to ease the impact of the subsidy, it is not going to be funny. And at this point in time, when you are removing subsidy, there's no increment in salary, there's no review on the minimum wage. Moving away from the president's democratic speech, let's talk about the arrest of the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. I don't know if I should call him the ex-governor right now, but Godwin Emefiele. He has been arrested by the DSS and he's currently in custody, and this is coming after he was earlier suspended by the president. Well, at this point, he's been held up and investigated on allegations bordering on fraudulent activities, economic crime, and financing terrorism. Whew, I feel, again, he has some questions to answer, and he has to answer those questions. He has to provide some answers to those questions. Well, Godwin Emefiele became the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, the Apex Bank of Nigeria, on June 3rd, 2014, following a nomination from the former president Goodluck Jonathan. Before then, he was the MD/CEO of Zenith Bank. Guys, please share your thoughts with me on the arrest of the governor of the CBN and also what you think about the allegations. So away from all that, guys, something significant happened on June 12th, which was the president signing into law the Students' Loan Bill. You guys, come a little bit closer. Let's talk about this bill. Let's talk about this bill. Now, this bill is meant to enable Nigerian students have access to interest-free loan for their tertiary education. Well, if I want to look at it from one angle, it is kind of nice. However, guys, countries that have this sort of things in place, they have systems that students can be working and even pay up these loans, and also they have job opportunities for their graduates. Well, signing this bill into law, I feel it wasn't properly considered. Yes, guys, because but first of all, let's talk about some of the requirements for a student to be able to access this loan. For you to be eligible and be able to access this loan, you must be a student of one of Nigeria's tertiary institution, either one of Nigerian universities, polytechnic colleges of education, or any vocational school established by the state or federal government. Secondly, for you to be able to access this loan, you must be able to provide two guarantors who should not be less than level 12 from the Nigerian civil service, or a lawyer with at least 10 years post-call. And beneficiaries of this loan will commence payments 2 years after post NYSC. That is, the government is assuming that after 2 years you should be able to secure a job. But this is Nigeria, where after 2 years you are not even guaranteed of getting a job. Guys, I don't know, is student loan really the issue right now? Guys, I'm sort of confused. I don't know, my emotions is just all over the place. Student loan in a country where the unemployment ratio is high up there. Guys, feel free to leave your opinion with me in the comment section. Share with me what you think about this student loan. Is it a welcome development? Do you think, like I feel, that the government needs to tighten some loose ends? They need to do more in terms of providing employment instead of a student loan? You guys, well, please share with me in the comment section what you feel about it. Finally, guys, good news for Hilda Baci, as long awaited confirmation from Guinness World Record has finally happened. She has been confirmed with the Guinness World Record for the longest cooking marathon to be held by an individual. Although Hilda's initial target was 400 hours, but some hours were deducted from her original 100 hours.
In this case, there was a miscalculation when it came to Hilda's rest breaks, meaning we are unable to award the 100 hours claimed.
She's currently holding the Guinness World Record for the longest cooking marathon of 93 hours 11 minutes, beating the previous record of 87 hours 45 minutes in 2019. You know what, I can't even cook for 1 hour, but guys, don't tell anybody I said it too. Guys, have you come across the chef in Ekiti State who is currently battling to break Hilda's record? Well, I am not going to say anything about that. I'm just going to wish her good luck. And good luck. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed up to this point. Like and share my video. And until I come your way again next time, please stay true to yourself.